On this week's show, Liberty football makes history, securing its 11th win of the season, and we go in the fire with Coach Bill Durkin and the O-line.
Plus, the incredible story of Liberty's first football coach and the impact he left on his players. And Men's Hoops brings home some hardware. This is Flame Central.
The Liberty football history books just keep being rewritten, and history has never been so much fun. Welcome to Flame Central. As always, alongside Emily Austin, I'm Matt Warner.
And happy Thanksgiving week to all of you. We'll celebrate the holiday in our own special way. That means lots of pie in just a bit. But first, we have to begin with Liberty football feasting on the competition.
Clever writing by you. All right, hey, Liberty took its perfect 10-0 record and top 25 ranking into their matchup with UMass. The Flames were the heavy favorite, but this time of year, you just never know. It was senior day for Liberty. That meant 17 seniors honored prior to the game. The Flames had lost on the last two senior days, you might remember. That wasn't happening this time around. First drive of the game, Caden Salter runs it in for the score, 7-0 Liberty. The Flames would boast one of the top rushing attacks in the nation this year, and it was absolutely humming. Later in the first, Quentin Cooley getting loose, his longest run as a Flame, a 60-yard touchdown rumble. Liberty led 21-0. In fact, Liberty would score on its first 5 drives of the game. Salter with 2 TD scampers, and the Flames would lead 35-10 at the half. Second half of action, the defense, they're like, hey, we want to get in on the act. Preston Hodge jumps the route, and oh boy,
bye-bye.
They're not going to catch him. A 62-yard pick six. The Flames with 2 interceptions on the day. Speaking of 2, how about tight end Austin Henderson? 2 touchdowns for the big fella as Liberty puts up 549 yards of total offense. The Flames roll 49-25 the final. Liberty moves to 11-0 for the first time in program history. Coach Chadwell tells us how this team has maintained its focus despite all the success.
You show up and you compete because that's what your job is, and you do it for the guy beside you, and not for the outward things. And so our guys handled that. They prepared well this week. We had good practices. You know, I mean, that's 2 weeks in a row. We started well, and we gotta, you know, as a coach, I got to figure out we got to finish with that same intensity through all 4 quarters. But it was good to see us come out like that and not take for granted the opportunity you have.
Well, the opportunity's getting bigger with each victory. After moving to 11-0, Liberty moved up from 25th to 22nd in the AP poll, and they cracked the coaches poll for the first time this season, where they also check in at number 22. The best season in program history just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, it does. And as they say, those games are won in the trenches. I mean, you can't be the #1 rushing team in the nation without some talented big boys up front. And Liberty has them, a group that's led by O-line coach Bill Durkin, a group that deserves a lot of the credit for the Flames' success this season, a group that's featured in this week's In the Fire.
We signed up for 12 games. Our job is to finish those 12 games.
Inside run out of the gate. Hey, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Let's go, 7-3. Come on, big boy.
If we don't prepare ourselves the way that we've prepared all year, then anybody can beat us.
25 back. 2-5, 2-5, 2-5, 2-5.
You got a chance to do historical things. Let's not just be remembered. Let's be legendary.
Good, 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 good. Good. Hey, John, just getting turned. More vertical, vertical, vertical.
I played it at a high level, and it was a long time ago, but I got news for you. A lot hasn't changed. I mean, it's still blocking and tackling, and this ain't easy, but it's the job. And you got to do the job, and that's it.
Hip square, hip square, hip square. There it is. Just do that. There you go.
I was a 6'4", 235-pound guy who was going to grow into an O-lineman. I just didn't want to hear it. I was a tight end, and that's what I wanted to be. Coach Jim Reed, who is on staff still now at UMass as an analyst, came in the house. He's like, you can play whatever you want. And I said, well, that's awesome. He's like, now you may grow, and you may get a little bigger, and we may move you. And I said, that's fine, I just want a shot. So anyway, I transitioned to O-line. Was an All-American, and it was really great. It was a lot of fun, and we had some really good teams at UMass. Met my wife up at UMass, so I got nothing but good things to say about UMass, but not this week.
When you trust the technique that he puts in, you understand why he coaches it that way, because he works.
Good. Don't need you to chase it, John. You're working to your guy. You're good. Just A-gap out. Don't lean. You're going to lean back, then he's going to plug. You got me? He's got it.
He's had, 27 years of coaching experience. Like, that's a long time to be around football, just coaching it, not let alone playing it.
Spot. Yes, good. Sit, clamp. Good. There you go. Ready. Good, that's it, good. And you can't get him vertical, toss him out of the gym. You got me?
You know, I mean, I haven't worked a day in my life. I get to come out here and coach football and be around the guys every day. I mean, I'm not working.
I've told you time and time again, right? We can lose the game on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday if we don't prepare properly. You got me? So they've had 2 weeks to prepare for us. So who knows what they're going to be dialing up. You got me? It's all good, though, because it's about us. Here we go. War Pigs on 2 War Pigs!
Everybody has $85 on scholarship. You have to show up every single day, especially in a game like this where all they want to do is come knock you off the mountaintop. The easy part is getting up here. The hard part is staying up here.
Get up front. Good. There you go. Chest over knee. Every rep. Be dominant. You all know this one's a little bit personal for me, understand? Okay? It ain't about me, it's about you. You understand? And nothing makes me prouder than you going out there and embarrassing them. You understand? It's about the people next to you, the people who are going to be playing in this stadium for the last time. You got me? We're ready to take this freaking thing over. Let's go. You got them.
That's the mission. Nothing changes. There's absolutely not one thing that has changed from week one. We are the most dominant, the most physical, the most powerful group on the field. You don't get these moments back. So don't get nothing away. Take everyone you have on the field and squeeze everything you can out of it.
Salter taking a shot down the field, hits his target inside the 15, knocked out of bounds. There's the first big play for this Liberty offense.
Everybody wants to do when you get onto a field is dominate the other opponent. And when we're able to actually get out on the field and as an offense collectively just dominate an opposing team, put whatever defense you want to out there. I don't care. Like, we're going to line up, block it, get up and do it again. And we're going to do it over and over and over again.
Snap to Salter. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself into the end zone. Light him up. Touchdown, Liberty.
Boumachan quickly gets it out of his hand. Catch made. Ball pops free. Picked up by the Flames. Bishop picks it up for Liberty. Is this ruled a fumble? It is. Yeah. Liberty football.
Offensive linemen are not the position that's talked about majority of the time, and why not be the topic now? So we're going to get the run game going. And Cooley, you know, he's hit his 1,000-yard mark. Why not beat the school record of getting 1,500?
Ball back to Salter, hands off to Cooley, and breaks it on the far side numbers to the 40, makes a cut there to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, he's in! Light him up! Touchdown, Liberty!
On the ball with for 70. Hey, beat back and run too. Want another one? X squared.
All right, here we go. We're not even going to get tired. We're just going to keep going over and over and over again.
I've done this a long time, and some days it's just whatever you call is going really well.
They give it to Lucas, running right, and he will walk in.
When you start moving piles and guys are working and finishing, there's great joy in that.
As the clock ticks to 0, history made once again. And that is the program's record 11th win of the season. 49-25 Liberty over UMass.
Thanks to our Donald Scott for producing another great piece. Matt, Coach Durkin has these guys playing some football. It's been so cool to see their progress throughout this season. Xavier Gatlin told me all Coach Durkin wants is for us to reach our potential, and he's put them in a great position to do so.
Yeah, and I hope you all have enjoyed these In the Fires throughout the year. A really cool way to kind of look inside the program, get to know the personalities a little bit, and good to get to know these big fellas up front that have meant so much to this team.
So another home game for the conference championship. Maybe we'll do another In the Fire for that. We'll have to talk to our people. Speaking of the conference championship, if you want to see this incredible Flames team battle for the program's first ever Conference USA championship, then you need to buy tickets to that big game happening right here at Williams Stadium on December 1st. The matchup is set. The New Mexico State Aggies are coming for revenge, and the Flames need you in the stadium cheering them to victory. Go to libertyflames.com/tickets to get yours today.
Well, amidst all the celebration of what these current Flames have accomplished, there was also a moment this past week to remember one of the first members of Flames football. Monday marked the 50th anniversary of the tragic death of Liberty's first football coach, Lee Rock Royer. We remember his life and the legacy he left behind.
I took it hard when he passed away, he died.
I felt like, Lord, why did you take Coach Royer? Why didn't you take a worm like me? This is a giant for you that was so effective for you.
In November of 1973, a tragic plane crash in Alabama would take the life of Liberty's first head football coach, Lee Rock Royer, just 1 year into his tenure.
He was a giant among men in the football, arena, and we were devastated.
Unbelief at, how could this happen, and what's in store for us.
Royer had just finished leading his program to a 3-3 record in the inaugural season for what was then known as Lynchburg Baptist College. He was a coach who had had success at previous schools and set a high standard for his fledgling program.
He was very strict, but very loving.
Very intense, very direct in what he wanted and what he was coaching.
A loving disciplinarian, made you accountable and responsible to do your job, and there were no excuses given if you didn't do your job.
But Rock Royer's legacy stretches far beyond the gridiron. Even though his time was cut short, his impact on those within the Liberty football program and the foundation he laid has never been forgotten.
He was an example of what a man is supposed to be, and how a man is supposed to carry himself, and how a man keeps his head on things above and not on things of the earth.
This is for the glory of God. That's why you're here. God called you here for a reason, and we're going to see that happen in every one of your lives. That's why he was so insistent on the little things. Character, integrity matters. You can impact others, and he set the example.
Everywhere he went, he led people to the Lord. Went to get his suit dry cleaned, he would lead the lady at the dry cleaners to the Lord. Go to the restaurant to eat, he'd lead the waitress to the Lord. Go to pay a bill, he'd lead the manager to the Lord. Ride a bus, he'd lead the bus driver to the Lord. I mean, everywhere he went, that happened. He made us feel like we were a special part of something that we didn't know what was going to become. And he gave you the energy and the courage to go through with what we had committed to.
He developed a culture of training champions for Christ, and it's good to see that that hasn't changed.
So I'm thankful that we had his leadership, and I think he would be thankful having seen what Liberty has become.
I remember us, before every football game, we would say Philippians 4:1-13.
I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. And that was a theme of that first year. I can do all things. All things. Look at Liberty now. Look what Liberty is now. I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me.
It started with Rock Royer, Lee Rock Royer.
Thanks to our Kentos for producing that amazing story. Okay, switching gears to the hardwood. After a win over Charlotte, the Flames continued their road stretch with a stop at the beach for the Myrtle Beach Invitational, playing some top talent such as Furman, Wichita State, and Vermont, and they took down every single one of them, bringing home some hardware as the Myrtle Beach Invitational champions. The Flames looked unstoppable throughout the tournament, 5 players averaging double figures in those 3 contests. Kyle Rode was named the tournament MVP, averaging 19 a game. Sophomore Zach Cleveland set a new career high in the title game with 21 points on 9 of 12 shooting. Matt, one of the stats that sticks out the most to me in these 3 games, Liberty had 50 total assists, about 17 a game. You know what that's called?
Sharing the rock.
Unselfish basketball. Liberty is the only university in the nation with an undefeated FBS football team and an undefeated basketball team as well. That's a mic drop.
That sure is. All right, let's go to volleyball now. Liberty in the Conference USA quarterfinals, taking on UTEP, a team that swept them during the season. After dropping the first set, the Lady Flames would rally in the second. They would dominate, in fact, winning 25-15. Cam Backus leading the way for Liberty with 19 kills in the match. But the Lady Flames would end up dropping the next 2 sets to fall 3-1. Their season comes to a close with a 15-14 record. All right, coming up, it's a Thanksgiving tradition, the Liberty football pie eating contest. Who will take home the top prize?
And speaking of pie, Brett McGiven joins the show for a holiday-themed Warm, Hot, and Fuego. More Flame Central after this.
A college degree is more than a diploma. It's taking control of your future and finding that next step. At Liberty University, we not only care about your career, we also care about your calling. And we want to help you learn, develop, and grow so you can make an impact as a champion for Christ. Over 600 online programs, one you, infinite possibilities.
Welcome to Liberty University's online programs, where living out your calling with integrity is what you train to do. And getting ready for the future doesn't mean missing out on the now. Because a university is more than buildings and books. And an education should set you free, not fence you in. Welcome to Liberty's global campus, where distance learning was pioneered and evolved into one of the top-ranked schools in the nation. Where protecting your budget, your time, and your education isn't just a theory, it's our priority. Here, degrees in your field reflect industry demands and help you get ahead of the competition. Where college comes to you, but you can come to college too. Game day, homecoming, graduation day. Your school, your values, your experience, your choice. Welcome to Liberty University, where we train champions for Christ.
So our daughter Bella did LUOA and she absolutely loved it.
Yeah, and all our kids, it was a little bit different how they did school because when they were in school, Duck Dynasty was going on.
For Bella, it worked out for us to just kind of go all the way homeschool, which that flexibility of being able to do school online and travel with us when she wanted to travel was just a really great blessing. And that's a great thing that LUOA offers is you can kind of move at your own pace, move faster if you need to.
So yeah, that certainly matched up for her.
Flexibility was
for sure
a key. So to be able to have LUOA to like guide her and have actual real life teachers and a whole framework set up was really, really helpful. I would say doing the online academy really prepared Bella for college. It actually, it's a lot of hard work, but the teachers are so great at helping you through it, helping you kind of through that learning curve. And I definitely feel like it really prepared her for what was to come for a college career.
God's calling for your life can be specific. And at Liberty, we are committed to equipping you to pursue that calling. Choose from more than 350 unique programs of study, or design your own major through interdisciplinary studies, and be confident your major is the perfect fit. No matter how specific your calling, you'll find a program of study to match at Liberty University and become your best as a champion for Christ.
Welcome back to Flame Central. Around here, we're all about traditions. So when football's new coaching staff arrived on the mountain, many questioned, would Flame Central continue its annual pie eating contest? Well, the answer is yes. For the 4th straight season, the pie eating contest continues. And this year, there'll be a new champion with bragging rights.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Again, it never matters when you're watching this. Welcome to the 4th annual Liberty Pie Eating Contest. I'm your host, Xavier Gatlin, and now that you've seen me for 2 years, you're probably wondering, what makes you qualified to host this? That's all about the qualifications I need. I am happy to be around this competition again, and we had to jump through some hoops to get these brand new 3 contestants here today, so let's meet them.
Hey everybody, I'm Lawrence Brown. I'm from Virginia. And I think I'm gonna win because looking at my chances, I like them. I eat pumpkin pie every Thanksgiving, and I'm doing this for Red Smoke.
Eddie Ogle, AKA the Eagle. I'm from the Berg. Grew up here all my life. I've seen these competitions since day one. It's the end of the line for me. I'm a senior. It's my time.
Aaron Fenimore. I'm from Sonoy, Georgia, a little old town. But I'll tell you why I'm gonna win this competition. I'm the only offensive lineman up here. I'm the only big guy. I eat for fun. I get bored, I go eat. When I'm tired of eating, I still eat. So I feel confident. Everybody's from Virginia around here. We do things a little bit different from the South. I'm ready to roll.
Virginia is the South.
Virginia's not the South.
3, 2, 1, go! And they're off, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Fenimore using the bite and sip technique. We'll see how it pays off for him.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust. I'm in your head.
Eddie Ogle's playing mind games in the middle of the pack here. Aaron has completely lifted his pie from the 10. Looking at it more now like a pizza slice. 30 seconds left.
Oh, we need more water. This is dry. Big boys can't eat. Send it back to the booth. Am I the only one talking for that?
Oh, there's crust falling on the floor. I don't know if I have to count that. Keep striking the stone. Keep striking the stone.
We will.
10 seconds, fellas. 10 seconds.
Strike the stone.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. Fingers down, fingers down, fingers down. The results are in. Let's take a look at who our new champion is going to be. We're going to start with Lawrence Brown. Lo, how do you feel about your performance today?
Terrible.
Why do you feel so terrible about it, bud?
Where'd all that confidence come? I got way more pie in mine than they do combined.
Moving on to Eddie, the Eagle Ogle. Eddie, solid performance today. Are you bribing me? Solid performance today from Eddie, the Eagle Ogle, looking like a clear favorite here. Eddie, how do you feel about your performance today?
Could have done better, but I'm happy to be with you, man.
Oh, that makes me happy.
Make my day.
He's just buttering up the judge right now. Last but not least, we have Aaron Fenimore. Aaron, heck of a job, bud. Looks like there's nothing but crust left. How we feeling?
You know, I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like the tactic I went with was pie filling. You're gonna have more moisture in the pie filling. Eat that down, doesn't dry out the mouth, and then crush the crust last.
Crush the crust. I can't deny it either for the War Pigs. Aaron Fenimore bringing home the trophy. Back-to-back wins from offensive linemen in back-to-back years. I mean, we just can't be beat.
The emotions are so much to take in right now. You know, winning this for the offensive line room, bringing it back to where it belongs. You know, if anything eating involved, I think the offensive line's got to come out and put their best foot forward, and I think I did that today. Crowned me the champion of pie eating for the Liberty Flames and the greater Lynchburg area. Just means so much.
Congrats to Aaron Fenimore on the big victory. Speaking of pie,
yes.
Rhett McGibbon joins us for Warm, Hot, and Fuego. We have an annual tradition, pie for Thanksgiving,
Right.
Warm, Hot, and Fuego. It's just an excuse for us to eat more pie.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. So,
You know what? My family doesn't like pecan pie, so
really?
that's kind of
This is
something.
the only time you get it? I get it for you
don't
every
get
year.
it much, yes.
Yeah,
I
dive right in.
absolutely love it.
All right,
Thank
let's
you.
start off our athletes of the week this week. Let's start off with Warm. And are we comparing them to pie or what?
Not pie, but Thanksgiving Day food.
Too well.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
I had to
all
get
right.
that,
Yeah,
crunched
right.
down there.
Warm.
But Austin Henderson.
Yes.
And I'm putting him with stuffing because people out there, stuffing's really hard to screw up.
Yeah.
And right now, the tight end position, really
Can't screw
hard
it
to
up.
screw up in this Liberty scheme. My boy Bentley, unfortunately, get
Hanshaw.
hurt. He's out
Yeah.
right now, but he was having a terrific year. Austin Henderson steps in. What does he do? He cashes in a couple touchdowns.
He does.
Look at this guy. He has got, a lot of people say he has a pro body. He's big, lean, has good hands, as you can see right here. Love to see him on that second touchdown. A little bit of interference on the play in front of him. He's still able to rein it in. Really good player. Excited.
Just one bite, excuse me.
Okay, yeah, one bite. Take a bite.
We'll see if
That's
that
fine.
actually remains true. But Austin Henderson, great game for him. Love to see it.
Yeah. All right, from Warm, we go to Hot. Who's
All
hot
right,
this
you need mashed potatoes.
Oh,
and if
no
you don't
doubt.
have mashed
Yeah.
potatoes, just the meal, you might as well
not
just throw
Thanksgiving.
out the turkey.
Right,
Exactly. It's
right.
not Thanksgiving. With our guy, Zach Cleveland, what he brings, if you don't have it, it's not going to be a good recipe for success for the Liberty Flames. Now, you can look at the points, right? Everybody's going to say, oh, versus Vermont, 21 points, 9 rebounds. He had a monster game. But going through that whole invitational, against Wichita State, he had no points, but what he still did was rebound the basketball. 9 rebounds in that game. Against Furman, 11.6 rebounds. You need his big body in there. He's 6'7", 215. He plays like he's 6'10", 260.
Yeah,
like
and
he
a
is
great
just
motor on it. One more. All right, that's it. Yeah,
Last
thank-
one.
All right, yeah.
I
No,
better,
he
I
has
better
been-
get some more before she comes back.
He's been critical
Yeah.
to the Flames' success.
And you have
so far
to
this
have
year.
that. You just got to have those carbs.
Absolutely,
Like, that's what
carb
I'm
loading.
saying.
Absolutely.
Healthy carbs.
All right, finally,
Yeah.
Rhett, you have 2 good candidates already.
Right.
But who's in Fuego this week?
All right, sometimes you're sitting there at the meal and you may not need it. Well, you kind of do. Like, it's great to have. It makes the meal great, and that's the gravy. And that was
put it on everything.
Yeah, Preston Hodge in this last football game. That
All
boy, that
gravy,
was
baby.
all gravy for him. The forced fumble to start things off with. Great job getting in there, punching that through. I didn't realize it at first that it was him, but then I went back and looked at the replays. I was like, oh, that was
There he
Hodge
is.
as well. Comes in, great job. And then the pick six, a 62-yarder. He also had a pass breakup in that game. Really, I would say, I don't know if I want to say underrated, but low-key guy in this whole secondary that comes through and plays really consistently for this team. He has just done great stuff, and I love to see it. I love a pick six. Everybody does.
You're just going to take that. Okay.
See ya. Yeah.
Enjoy that. All right. Great job, as always, Rhett. Hope everyone enjoyed their Thanksgiving as well as we enjoyed the one bite of pie that we got. All right, hey, still to come, we put Liberty football in the hot seat, a Flames fantasy update as well, and see if Rhett and I can go track down that pie. More Flames Central after this.
William Byron's gonna win. William Byron wins it at Atlanta. Hugs that white line, drifts up and comes to the line. Wins it.
Hey, welcome back to the show. I'm assuming you're still full from Thanksgiving. I mean, you may have eaten so much you don't even want to be thinking about food right now. You feeling that?
Well, we're sorry in advance, but that's the topic on this week's Hot Seat. If you had to eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Eat one thing the rest of my life. That's hard.
Steak.
Ooh, steak.
If I could eat one thing, it'd probably be gumbo.
It's gotta be medium rare.
That's just some Louisiana dish that I've always liked since I was little.
It's gotta have some good seasoning, maybe adobo. One thing for the rest of my life I'll eat. Butter mix in there on the pan. Would be 100%. I'd probably say my mama quesadillas. I ain't gonna lie to you. Chicken Alfredo. It would be some form of Mexican. Whatever my mom make, honestly. My mom's mac and cheese. It don't matter what it is. I haven't got passed down the mac and cheese ingredients. She do steak quesadillas, some rice and beans with the queso and the... My mom rice and beans, not anybody rice and beans. And the chopped onions and lemon pepper chicken, and peppers. With Haitian rice and beans for the rest of my life, I'm be good. Eat one thing for the rest of my life, gummy bears. And some chicken on top, we good. I love chicken. Sour gummy bears. Double bacon cheeseburgers. Definitely a blue one.
Ex-Gatlin never disappoints. And why, did no one say pizza? That would be like, I would take pizza.
I
Absolutely.
thought you would say the dinosaur chicken nuggets.
No. Anyway, another game, another week of dominance from Emily in our Flames Fantasy League.
Same old, same old. The guys are still figuring out how they can combine points, add Salters points to catch up. Bottom line, I'm loving every minute of it.
Yeah, we're going to figure out a way to get back into this. Take a look at the standings. Emily, another big week. She got 2 touchdowns from Austin Henderson this week.
You know,
that always helps. That's right. So she wins again the weekly total and continues to build on her lead. It's not even close.
I love every minute of it. Hey, we're about out of time, but you can catch us right back here next week. Be sure to download and subscribe to the Flames Central podcast powered by Alcova Mortgage. We might have some like little holiday, decorations
we'll wear
coming
Christmas
up.
hat or something. Hey, or LibertyFlamesCentral.com for any stories that you might have missed. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving week. For Emily, I'm Matt. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you right back here next time.